ready for this?
Yeah, sure. You want me to turn on the light?
I don't need a light. I got enough light. All right. The Unofficial Doors Guide. Written by Jason.
Dad, I'll play a try with me.
Daddy's reading. I need you to wait, okay?
I'll tell you what.
Okay, you want to read with me? Okay.
What does it say on there?
It says doors. Now let Daddy read, okay? If he can't let Daddy read, then he's going to have to ask Mommy to get you, okay? Doors is a Roblox horror game where you find keys and unlock doors.
What does that mean?
Loot drawers for coins or a chance at the following: lighter,
What does that mean?
flashlights, vitamins.
What does that mean, Dad?
Okay, I need you to stop asking. Daddy's reading this paper, okay? Or a lockpick. Use the flashlight to light up the area ahead of you. A lighter as a circle of light. Vitamins help you go faster for a few seconds. And finally, lockpicks open locked doors when you don't want to search drawers to find the key. There are a lot of entities trying to stop you from escaping the hotel you are locked in. These entities' names are Rush, Ambush, Seek, Figure, Void, Screech, Halt, Eyes, Snare, Hidden, and Dupe. The rest are entities that do no damage. They are mostly a secret or a jump scare without damage, such as Window, Timothy, Parentheses, does 5 damage, Jack, makes the room bloody, Shadow, Glitch, will do damage if you're too far behind, Guiding Light. There's more things with the new update, including new animations, new entities and items. Things I didn't say were the crucifix and the skeleton key. The crucifix can be used on most of the entities in the game just by hiding it and looking at them. With Seek and Figure, it won't kill them, just stuns them for a short duration. The skeleton key will open a special door that provides regen without your run, only because they are the main boss entities. With hard puzzles, lots of entities, items, tough spots, secrets, and more. Doors is one of the most popular but hard horror games on Roblox. What every entity does. Rush. Hey, love. I am right now reading, and so...
That's my water.
Okay, we put it right here. Daddy is reading for Charlie and Jason. I need you to not interrupt me, okay? Otherwise, you can't be in here, okay?
Come in here for a little bit. Or you're gonna sit there and be quiet?
Okay. Rush. Rush. The lights will flicker and you must hide in the closet or under a bed. You can also hide in places away from him to not have to hide. But it's pretty difficult. If you don't, he will instantly kill you. Doors 9100. There's no lights to flicker, but he will still appear. So listen and be next to a closet for best chances. Also, a candle is a very good strategy. Ambush. Just like Rush, but he will rebound. You must hide when you hear him scream and then get out and quickly get back into the closet. Repeat this till he doesn't come back. Screech. In dark rooms, you will hear a psst. If you hear this, you must look all around you to look at him before he attacks you. If you look at him, he won't do damage, but he will still jump scare you.
Too dramatic. I give my water. It's like 7 pages. I give my water.
Wait, 7 pages?
That was just the end of the
Dupe. You will see 2 exit doors that go to the next room. This is avoidable by looking at the door number before entering the next door. However, if you pick the wrong exit door, you will take 40 damage and be stunned for a second. Seek. At doors 25 through 40, you will see black ink on the wall with an eye on it. If you see this, you are approaching the seek chase. On this, you must go through a series of crouching and following the guiding light to get to the end where you must avoid falling chandelier and hands on the walls. To do this, go left, right, left to get past. The chase is about 5 doors long. However, there is a second part to this chase. After beating the figure, you will encounter Seek again. And this time, you will go through a series of blue lighted doors before going back to the chandeliers. The blue door is the way to go. If you don't see this, go around the center pole to reach the next door. Figure. On door 50, you will find a library where there is a monster that is blind but has very good hearing. So you must crouch and find slightly hanging out books around the library. If you get too close or uncrouch when you walk, he will chase you down. But he will stop if you are far enough away and you don't keep moving. On the left side, you will see a desk like the one you saw right before you entered the library. Go to that desk in the library and grab the paper off the desk. After you find all the books required for that specific code, you may leave the library. But after that, at door 100, like Seek you will get to figure 2. For this hard boss, you must run and go right and hide in a room as soon as possible and crouch. Then you must go up the stairs where he came to get the key to the room where you will fix the breaker puzzle. But before this, you must find 10 chips around the new area. Once this is finished, you must click the light up buttons to complete the breaker puzzle. But then there is a catch. Figure will appear at the door next to you, in which you must run up the stairs where you got the key, then enter the elevator, and you beat the game! Snare. At door 90 to 100, you will find traps on the ground, and if you hit it, you'll take a bit of damage and be stunned as you pull your foot out of the deadly spike trap. This is very annoying because snares won't protect you from rush, meaning rush can appear at any time, and you get stuck in snare. You're 100% dead unless you happen to be able to use a crucifix on rush. Timothy. While looting drawers, you might find Timothy the spider. He will deal 5 damage and jump scare you. Eyes. When you enter a room, there's a small chance eyes will spawn, and if you look at him, he will deal damage over time. So look above, below, or to the side of you. Entering the next room, he will disappear. Void.
Once if you're like playing multiplayer and you're a couple doors ahead of your teammate will be trapped in the room because doors close behind you and everything. If they get stuck in that room, just like your screen will shake a little bit, room gets dark, and then you teleport to your teammate.
Void. When in a door, run 5 doors behind you. You will close that door when you open the next door. But if you're in multiplayer and your teammate happens to go 5 doors ahead of you, you'll be stuck in that room. Or so you thought. You'll be teleported to your teammate and take some damage. But staying within 5 doors behind your teammate, you will prevent this from happening.
What do you think of it so far? Yes! It's only the way Corey's voice sounds when he reads it. That's it.
You made a cringe book, Jason.
Halt. I mean, you're doing your purpose. You're explaining how to play the game. Whenever you do things long form like this, it is like quite the commitment. Anyone who is still with us at this point must really like us because this is quite. Look, Jason's only here because he's my cousin. Halt. This is one of the rare entities. You remember when I told you a light flicker, if the lights flicker, it's 100% rush? Well, the light flicker for an extended period and rush doesn't come and it's not seek eyes, then you will get halt. Entering the next door will start the chase. During this, you must go forward normally. But when your screen flashes and says turn around on that full screen flash, you must turn around and go back. When it flashes again, turn back forward and keep going till you reach the end of the two hallways. Hide. Its name describes itself pretty well. If you hide in any closet for too long, you'll be kicked out and stunned for a sec, taking 40 damage with it. When finding ambush, you must hide and get out, then back, but get back in. Let me repeat that. When finding ambush, you must hide and get out, then get back in to prevent being kicked out by hide. During the figure, because of the heart minigame being a thing, figure 1 and 2 hide are not just in any of those closets. Rather, you can hide in those as long as you want, at your own risk. Guiding light. When you take too long to find a key or find the door, guiding light will show you the door and key's location. On the seek chase, you will see it show you where to crouch and the correct way to go. When you die, guiding light is the one that tells you a tip on how to avoid death with a simple explanation. Jack. Jack is one of the rarest entities in the game. When you open a closet, there's a small chance, 1 in 200, that Jack appears. When this happens, he will jump scare you and prevent you from hiding, so you must wait for a second or find another. There's another way to find Jack, though. When you open the next door, there's a 1 in 2,000 chance Jack will appear and make the room look red. This is called Jack's Blood Room.
Wait, didn't I counter that?
Yeah, we got it over together.
Well, when I was the only one alive. Yeah.
Shadow. Like Jack, but you can only find him when you open a door, which is another 1 in 2,000 chance. You will see a tall black shadow looking person. Glitch. When you open a door and the next room has not loaded or a glitch that glitched you out of the map, you will encounter glitch. When this happens, your character will look behind, then, and be jump scared. You won't take damage, but you may be scared by it. Window. He is more of an Easter egg. When you look out a window, you may see a smiling face. Nothing really happens. Nothing exciting. Jeff. Once beaten, the figure you will find a shop that requires the coins you're most likely been collecting, where he has 4 items for sale and a tip jar. If you fill the tip jar with 100 coins, you receive a badge that's named Please Donate. This refers to the stand this badge achieves you and Please Donate. El Gobelino. Nothing special yet again. In Jeff's shop, you can find him and chat with him for a message. Bob. At Jeff's shop, you'll find a skeleton next to El Gobelino. And it does literally nothing. And we'll say nothing happens.
What is this?
It's the unofficial guard guide. It's a literally.
No, it's the official one.
The big thing you have been waiting for, or not, is the rooms. To enter the rooms, you must have the skeleton key and 2 lockpicks. Behind a closet on door 60, there will be a hole in the wall. When entered, you must follow the hallway. When you get there, there will be a gate. To get through, you must enter the next room and find the switch. Then go back and go through the gate and enter the lockpick and skeleton key to enter a 00000. There are insane 1,000 doors. Each gets darker and harder with many entities. Curious light. When you die in the room, there will be a light just like guiding light, but he doesn't give you tips. He just says you died to whoever you died and tells you just hide. A60. The rooms are all based on sounds, so you must listen. If you hear a sound, hide, because there's no hide, the entity. With A60, you must hide in a locker and wait. He is way faster than rush, ambush, seek, figure, and everything. Also, an insta-kill. A90, very unique. If you hear a sound, it could be A90. He will flash your screen with a stop sign, and you must stop moving or he'll get you. Or you will get hit and take damage for each tick you move. If you survive it, you must not get hit again. A120, this is the hardest one.
Not really.
Like ambush, but longer and more annoying. A120 spawns randomly in the room ahead of the last door open. looks like a scribble and will stop you from opening the next door behind because you are too light. There's also 2 new items in the room. To get these, you must have 10 coins when you enter to get the gummy flashlight, which will recharge by clicking. It is very good for the very dark rooms, like I mentioned earlier. Next, you must beat the rooms to get it, but it's crazy good. When you beat the rooms, there is a tablet on the ground and the door to get back to the actual game. In dark rooms, when you use the tablet, you get night vision. When you are at a puzzle, like when you need a switch, when you need to find stuff at figure, or when you need a key, and it goes through the walls. But make sure when you are at door 100, figure 2, make sure you go down the steps and put the tablets in so you never lose it. And make sure to never take it out unless you want to lose it. Or you're the best player in the world. If you are, go ahead. Once per run, you can get to an infirmary. With the skeleton key right before you enter the next room, make sure to look to your right and use the skeleton key because if you do, you can use the plan to regen any non-instant kill entities. And loot the drawers. They're all guaranteed to give a lot of gold. Oh, yeah.
Hold on. I missed something. I messed up when I say you have to look right. You actually have to look left to find the door.
Yeah, don't look right, guys. Look left. Otherwise, you be dead.
Right is just a wall. It's not dead.
Yes, it is.
Oh, you be walled. Oh, yeah.
Bro's playing Crouch by a speeding wall.
Oh, yeah. And one last thing. Make sure to use a crucifix if you have one before you enter the rooms. The crucifix does not work on A60, A90, A120. So use it before you enter the rooms. That's what I'll say is after tomorrow, we won't have to do any reading when Jason gets here since this is taking a good chunk of time.
Wait, what time is it?
It's
Wait,
peanut butter
does
jelly
that mean
time.
on Thursday that we can finish the story?
Or I'm saying we're finishing it right now.
Oh.
What time is it, though?
It is 4:44.
I thought you meant like we do half of it now and then we'll do the other half.
Nope, we'll just finish it now. The lore. Door has a lore that goes pretty deep. The theory about doors is that it was an abandoned hotel and we are just explorers that are curious about what happened in that hotel. Apparently, there was a hotel owner that died and summoned these demons, the game's entities, to protect the hotel from people. If you look up game lore on YouTube, you can see how deep the lore really goes. Apparently, it was part of World War II because of the fact that furniture is based around that time. The infirmary hints towards that a lot. Found around door 55 to 65. Tips and tricks. There's a lot of helpful tricks that you can do to help you through the game. If you're going to the rooms by lockpicks in the beginning, when you get ambushed, make sure to not leave your closet and wait for it to stop. During seek, make sure to look one way, and if it's blue, if not, to go the other way, and look to see if that's way or not. During figure next to the door or on the right side of the door, figure can't get you if you camp in that corner, giving you time to see what the code is. On Seek 2, make sure you have vitamins, just in case you need them, because it can be a bit of a challenge sometimes. On Figure 2, you can use lockpicks on the door instead of using Think Noodles strategy. And going straight for the chip, unlock the room with lockpicks and wait for him to leave so you can go up to the second floor and check for chips. Also, you can use the rift on the bottom floor without dying trying to. When you're on the breaker puzzle, be careful because after you complete it, you will be chased by the figure to the elevator. Your camera will automatically face towards the door where he pounds, so you must find where you came from. Go to the second floor and go to the elevator to win the end of the current update. Doors super hard. When reading this, it might have been removed. If not, it'll be in private servers. With Doors Super Hard Mode being added for the April Fool's update and the new badge, there's a lot to cover. Starting with the shop. There's a tablet in the shop that is not available. People have clicked it more than 100,000 times, and it didn't work, so don't try on door 0. the lobby looks different. It's reversed. Do not pick up the key because it is a fake key and will insta-kill you. You can tell because it says 2 on it. On the side of one of the bookcases, there is a key that says 1. That's the correct 1.
No, it's actually 2, bro.
After every door, look down because the chance of eyes is increased by a bit. On the ground, you will find bananas. If you slip on them, it'll make a clown-sounding funny sound, and you will take 5 damage. I would suggest looting because you get a lot more gold, but there is an entity named Greed that will get closer to. They'll get closer to your screen as you loot. So make sure to loot a bit and don't get him too close because he does 100 damage. But there is a way to survive and to have 200 health. Around the map, you can find blue tubes that look like Fortnite potions because they pretty much are. When you drink the long one, it will give you 25 shield, but when you hit 50 shield, it'll say, you're already at 50 shield. You can't pop a mini right now. So you must find a big pop that will get you the full shield. Now for the entities. Rush has many variants in this mode. Hey. There are funny ones that make weird sounds, but it's nothing special. It's a rare encounter, but you can get a special rush that makes a very blunt sound. For this, just make sure you know what you're doing and just don't be stupid. Seek is tough because he gets in a car, which goes with the music, but there are no guiding lights. So you must pay very close attention to what you are doing. It's also longer for both chases. My cousin Jason left. Figure is close to impossible for many reasons. If you don't already know, Figure gets faster the more books you get. On this, there is a 10-digit code and 13 books to find. You must hold your keybind to grab the paper, and this smiley face is a scam, so pretend it's not there. The code is 10-digit, even though there are 11 emojis on the paper. There's another item that's very overpowered. It's called the Holy Hand Grenade. Some call it the Crucifix Bomb.
No, it's the Holy Hand, but...
It is very powerful because it can kill almost every entity.
That's like saying, here, let me throw my exploding hand butt at you.
Except stuff like Window, Jeff Shop Jeff, and other obvious things. It can't unfortunately not kill Seek, but it can kill everything else. When you kill Figure with it, it will play a sound that says, "Oh my God!" There is also another new entity in this mode. You've probably heard the name before, Jeff the Killer. You can kill Jeff the Killer with the Holy Hand Grenade. When you do it, it will also play a cutscene soundtrack that says, "Oh, my head gone, bruh," killing him and letting you progress. At door 90, there is a guaranteed chance that Jeff the Killer will spawn. On door 100 is way harder. The whole time Figure wearing his noob skin will be T position the whole time. He is still killable with the Holy Hand Grenade. Although when you start the cutscene, he'll teleport right behind you, meaning you lag. You die. The breaker puzzle is the same way, but it's way faster. So you have to do one number at a time. Past there, it's normal except for Figure skin. You might have heard of how to go to the rooms. And Super Hard Mode, trying to go to the rooms will teleport you to Survive the Killer, a separate Roblox game. Beating the game in Super Hard Mode used to give a limited time badge that's named Survival of the Jeff the Killer. It sounds very strange. Jeff's shop is still encountered after Figure 1, but he sells really overpowered stuff. He sells stuff like Guaranteed Tablet, costs 1,000 coins. It is the real one, but there is no rift because it's Super Hard Mode. Skeleton Sea still costs 400. Shields, minus cost 50. Big pots cost 100. Holy Hand Grenade.
Not minus, it's minis.
Minis, oh.
That's what they call them in Fortnite. Is like minis, mini pot, big pot.
Okay, minis cost 50. Big pots cost 100. Holy Hand Grenade, I don't remember how much it costs. And the infirmary is the same, except inside the room that requires the skeleton key is filled to the brim with mini shields and big pots. It's been a long time since I made the story, and now there's finally an update to this awesome game.
Not awesome.
They added modifiers.
It's not awesome.
This is Jason's paper. If he says it's awesome, then he believes it's awesome, and that's
I
okay.
think this is the last page.
This is, yeah, we're on the last paragraph. It's been a long time since I made this store, and now there's finally an update to this awesome game! They added modifiers. Sadly, no floor 2. Still, with the new update, there's new badges, new plushies, and new game-changing modifiers. There's all types of things, such as slippery floors, less gold, harder bosses, less max HP, and way more crazy things. Now, if you own the Survival Jeff the Killer for being super hard mode when it was first released, you can now unlock a modifier with it allowing you to continue playing super hard mode. Although it was removed from the elevators and private servers, like I mentioned before, they added new badges. One of them is called Not 5 Stars, which is awarded by beating doors with a 50% knobs multiplier. Oh yeah, you get extra knobs for every modifier you put onto your run. You can also do these modifiers with your friends. Up to 12 people, even in public servers. Also, you can make it friends joinable only. The next one is crazy, as you need to have 150% knob boost. It's called Hotel Hell, and is the new second hardest badge to get in the game, besides the hardest still being A1000. Now let's talk about some of the modifiers. First, there's one that makes 9 to 100 harder. It removes some of the closets around different rooms, but it will not affect most closets around 90 to 100. One of my least favorite modifiers is one that decides to just make every floor everywhere slippery. And yes, it does make Seek basically impossible. Most of these modifiers will require some old badges, such as if you make a new count, you can't use many modifiers with just the welcome badge.
So it turns out, they did change it. Now you need to unlock rock bottom to be able to use any modifiers at all, as it says in the description right there.
All right, friends. Well, thank you for sitting here and reading Jason's unofficial Doors Guide.
What time is it?
And that will be it for today. Have a good one.